Hi guys, welcome back to Absolute Brushes. I'm Pranjali, and if you have hooded eyes like me and your smoky eye makeup looks something like this, then please keep on watching. Now let's first see what are hooded eyes. Look straight into the mirror. Do you feel you have little to no lid space? Probably because it's hidden under that extra skin. Then you have hooded or droopy eyes, just like me. And it can get really tricky to work with them as whatever eye makeup you apply at your crease, it's not visible because it gets hidden under that extra skin. So I've already set my eyebrows off camera, and to prime my eyelids I'm using Milani Prime Perfection Primer. To clean up underneath the brows, I'm going to be using Maybelline Fit Me Matte Poreless Foundation in the shade 125, and then I'm gonna lightly set it up with some powder. I'm using the New York Masterfix Setting Loose Powder. With hooded eyes, the trouble is that the crease is mostly hidden under that extra skin. So, what I like to do is place my transition shade above my crease line and start buffing it in the space between my crease line and my brow bone, creating a new crease line. And for that, I'm using the shade Raw Sienna from Modern Renaissance by ABH Cosmetics. Working with a black eyeshadow can be a little tough in general, but especially with hooded eyes. So I'll be placing it just below my new crease line. So when I blend and spread it out, it just reaches up to my new crease line. And I like to use a flat blending brush like this one because it's very easy to keep the color contained at the crease and not spread it out too much. I'm going to be using my round blending brush again just to make sure that the black eyeshadow is blended well into that transition shade. Now that we are done with that part, I'm going to focus on the lid. I like that intense black captivating smoky eye. So for that, I'll go with the black gel eyeliner as my base on the lid before I apply the black eyeshadow. Using this flat dense brush, I'm going to pack it all the way from my lash line up to the point where I used the black eyeshadow to create my new crease, and then I'm going to immediately set it up with some black eyeshadow and blend it out just so that it looks soft. Now because everything looks so intense, we need to draw a little bit of light, and for that I'm going to be highlighting my brow bone and my inner corner using the shade Vermeer, and the brush that I'm using is a small flat shader brush from Real Techniques. Starting with my base makeup for primer, I'm going to be using Instant Pore Eraser. And as the name says, as soon as you apply this on your face and it touches your skin, it fills in all your pores and your skin feels smooth just like a satin. For foundation, I'll be using Foundation Stick by Nykaa in the shade 04. It gives you a very silky skin like finish. It looks very natural on the skin. It's extremely long lasting and it has a buildable coverage. Using the Maybelline Fit Me Matte Poreless Foundation in the shade 125, which is 3 shades lighter than my skin tone, I am going to be highlighting my under eye area, my chin, my forehead, my nosy. I don't like using concealers, as you know, as it feels very heavy on my skin. So I like to cheat using a lighter shade foundation instead. To cream contour and give my face some dimension, I'm going to be using NY Bay Contour Stick in the shade Raising Toast, and I'm mostly going to focus it on the circumference of my face, in the hollows of my cheekbones, my nose, and my jawline. As you know, I have a very dry skin type, so I skip setting with the powder. But if you have an oily skin type or have issues with your makeup settling in those fine lines, please do not skip this step. Using the LA Girl Pro Setting Spray, I'm going to lock my base makeup in so it doesn't move. To warm up my face, I'm going to be using a bronzer from Makeup Revolution Ultra Sculpt and Contour Kit that will also help build that depth and dimension to my face. For blush, I'm going to be using this orange shade from the Savannah Colors Ultra Blush palette on my cheeks. And for highlighter, I'm going to be using Moonstone from ABH Cosmetics Glow Kit palette on the highest planes of my face. Coming back to the eye makeup, I'll begin by applying the black kajal to my waterline. I'm using the Magnet Eye Kajal from Faces Canada. And then I'm going to smoke out some of that black eyeshadow in my lower lash line just to thicken up my lower lash line. And the brush that I'm using is a flat shader brush by Real Techniques. Using the shade Raw Sienna, which is the transition shade that we used, I'm going to soften the black in my lower lash line, further using the same flat shader brush that I used earlier. I'm going to finish up with some mascara and falsies, but before that, I'm going to curl my lashes, and the mascara that I'm using is the Maybelline New York Temptation Mascara. So for lashes, you want something that is very wispy and lightweight so people can see through it and they can still see your eye makeup, as opposed to something that is very dense, which will hide your eye makeup and will make your eyes look even more droopier. I'm using the Ardell Lashes number 120. These are very natural looking, lightweight, and very wispy lashes. Perfect for hooded eyes. Now, when I have a lot of color and intense eyes or something very dramatic on my eyes, I usually like to pair it with a softer lip so that way it can balance the whole look out. And here I'm using a combination of the shade Tease and Natural Cocoa from Faces Canada. So here is the finished look. You could totally wear this to a night out or a party or your ex-boyfriend's funeral who cheated on you in the hopes of catching his brother's eye. You never know, it might happen. Don't judge people. So yeah, in case you need any product information, you'll find it in the description box down below along with my socials. And if you're new here, please consider subscribing. I post new videos every Friday and I'll see you in my next video. Bye guys.